I think you're on. I think we're on. How will we check? Let's minimize this really quickly, Jordy. You can get your phone. Hello, everybody. I think we are streaming. Say hello in the chat. I have this other monitor up for chatting. We're doing a different type of program for streaming because it seems like YouTube always has some type of different interface. And so I have my technician over here who's kind of got things set up for me. So let me know if you can see me and everything is good. So I will wait. What do you think, Dirty? Are we good?
It's working. Yeah, there's two different things.
What do you mean?
It didn't go for the sketch one, it made its own.
Huh?
It didn't go for the sketch one, it went to its own.
It doesn't go to its, okay. So can you tell everybody to get off of here? Oh, okay. So we're streaming on a different face. So see, we're learning. It's all learning. So we will give everybody a couple minutes to get on here. I know that there's a way to do this, Dirty. So let's go to, just gotta mute this. Just 1 minute as we're getting situated here. Technology is an interesting thing. Okay, I think. Yeah, okay, hi, Crystal. I see Crystal. I see Christina and Triple Moon Cat. So that's perfect. Okay, so we're going good. Yes, so trying something a little bit different. You know, it always, like, you always have a little bit of, sometimes it's little snafus, things that you need to adjust to. And it's really, that's actually very indicative of the energies that we're in right now. So let's talk a little bit about that while we wait for everybody to jump over. I had scheduled a live stream using the YouTube platform. Basically, that's what's happening right now. And my other program popped up, just a new live stream altogether. So here we are. Here we are. So hopefully they'll find us. Jordy's going to redirect them this way. So Jordan's here with us today. So I'm excited about that. She's here with us this evening. So going forward, let's talk a little bit about the energies and what everyone's been feeling. I would love for you to stay in the chat and just kind of let me know how things have been going for you. So right now we're in that dark moon. New moon is in Virgo, kind of leaving that energy. And Virgo is just about making plans. Virgos, I love Virgos because they really get the job done. They look at different angles. Their analysis is just off the charts. So the things that they do and how they program things and how they really decide for their lists and their details. They're very detail oriented. And so you may have found yourself looking at situations in your life that you're wanting to bring into more focus, into more clarity. You may have been looking at things in your life with a sense of, okay, how am I going to get this done? Maybe there's been some more logistics that have been kind of happening for you, or making plans for something that maybe you have been putting off. So those energies are really powerful. And we want to embrace those, especially for today and tomorrow, as we launch into the manifesting part of the waxing moon, where we really get to do our magic and really get to set our intentions and focus that energy in the way that it needs to be. So tonight we're going to talk about those things, but we're also going to work through a powerful gateway. The equinox is happening for both the south and the north. For us, I believe it's September 22nd. And it's a powerful gateway portal to shifting, to movement, to seeing something in another light. So if you've been working with areas in your life that you've been wanting to shift, that you've been wanting to bring into more focus or to get more clarity, this is a really powerful time for you, and you can utilize this energy to propel you forward. You can utilize this energy to bring you into the next phase of what you are working on. So a lot of us are, like, say, working with something, and then we're like, well, you know what? I've been doing this. I feel like I'm kind of going around in circles. Well, maybe we're waiting for that new launch, that next launching of energy. And so this is what this is about. Okay, so Christina is saying it's been hard, very hard purging. Yeah, and you can get a a little bit challenged with that. Some people can find themselves going into depression. And the reason for that is it's because there is a lot of unfamiliar territory. This is what we talked about in the sisterhood. I believe it was in the full moon. We're going into a lot of uncharted territory. And in doing that, what ends up happening is we get overwhelmed with the change. We get overwhelmed with the newness. But here's something that as I went into meditation, okay, the screening, I can't see the chat anymore, Jordy, over here. Can you fix it? Thank you, sweetheart. My technician. Okay, so as you're going into those type of transitions, I call them, what happens is that you need to get uncomfortable. The reason why those challenges are happening is because you're making movements, okay? You're making movements out of old stories, out of old ways of being. And so to make those movements, to make the changes that you want, there has to be a transition, okay? So this is what happened when I was going into meditation and I was thinking about all of this for me, for us, for all of us. And that is that we come to a pinnacle point. We come to a certain passing, almost like a threshold, kind of like the crossroads where the goddess Hecate meets us and says, okay, what do you choose? And we can choose to go with what we know, but then again, we wouldn't want to be making different choices or making shifts in our lives if we were happy with the road we were on. So we get challenged to look at something very uncharted. And in that space, we can find ourselves with a lot of emotional upheaval, a lot of stirrings of being uncomfortable. So be gentle as you make the changes and find support where you can. This is why I love doing these, because we have a community here, a powerful, loving, and supportive community. And going deeper in the Shakti Spiral Sisterhood, we have a powerful community where we hold each other in powerful space as we all make these transitions. And we're all going through them. And it's going to be kind of the normal thing now, transitioning, shifting, and moving forward, moving out of the plateau, that stale space where we know change needs to happen. Okay, so... yes. Okay. So I was saying, Jordy will explain the just the shifting also of one platform to another. YouTube does a lot of changes, and we put in a new program, and so it automatically will launch for us. So without further ado, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Under the Magical Moon box this month for September. We celebrated the Sisterhood's 1-year anniversary, so most of us got... well, all of us got, who ordered the box, this beautiful print. I'm going to try to lean it forward so you can see, by the artist Terry Foss. Isn't that just beautiful? It's just so indicative of the spirit of the sisterhood. I did want to say, however, if you have been wanting to join the sisterhood, now is the time. And I say that for many reasons, because first of all, every month we have powerful themes, but also because the sisterhood is going to be closing her doors for a little bit until the next equinox for enrollment. So if you've been wanting to enroll, you have until September 22nd, the equinox, to enroll. After that, you will have to wait until spring equinox to do so, because enrollments will be closing for that. So the name of this box was Walking with the Shaman. So to do this, and this is part of the work that we're going to be doing tonight, we needed some support. We needed some tools. I thought about what would really be supportive to the work that we all do. We all have to do the inner shamanic work. We all have to go within, kind of take note of what our path is, and then moving forward. So the box, it's one of my favorites. I've heard a lot of feedback about the boxes. Oh, I'm so glad. Crystal Ray says her box was amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. So one of my very first things that I loved was each box got an ethically sourced crow feather, which is my spirit totem, my animal. I have her on my back. Beautiful, beautiful, winged, blessed friend. And the reason why the crow, I wanted to do this, not just because this is one of my totems, was because the crow is very powerful. It's very much when in Native American, they would say that it harbored, they would say sometimes it was danger, or death, but not always. It was a messenger of the gods. And so when a crow, or is a messenger of the gods, when you hear it or you see it, there's meaning there. Not only that, they can separate between worlds, go to the other worlds, and journey back again with information and messages from the other side. So I have this kind of in this space where you can hold it on your altar, or even holding it, kind of stroking it as you're meditating. It's a really powerful medicine. So there's that. Then, as you can see, I have mine. I was gifted a long time ago. Each person got a Wairuro bracelet. And these are directly from Peru, and they are seeds. They are given at times of birth and celebration. And these are promoted to embody good luck, prosperity. So each one of us got these as we are on the path to really embarking on something powerful. We need as much protection and good luck as we are on that path. Then this was actually sourced from a really dear friend who is a powerful shaman in her own right. Her name is Denny, and her card is on here as well. She's, I believe her name of her company is called Serendipity. Let me give you the card real quick. Sorry, I probably should have this unwrapped. She's Denny Neal, and it's Serendipity. There's her beautiful card. She's a powerful manifestation coach. And this is called, you get this beautiful wand. It's called the 7 directions. So you get the four directions, above, below, and center. This is very powerful in shaman work. They don't just call the 4 directions. They call in so much more. So we got one of those. Again, we got our powerful beeswax candles. And we got 2 really magnificent stones to work with. We got snakeskin agate. You can see that. Look at that. It takes the form of what looks like snakeskin. Do you see that? And we got green opal. Green opal, because not only is it protective, it's a really powerful heart chakra stone. And it's a really powerful portal, a gateway to working with magics of the unseen. A lot of people, they call opal the footprints of the gods. So any opal that you work with is really a powerful tool, and to accessing higher knowledge and wisdom. But to work with green opal, to me, is very shamanic, because it's very earth filling. It feels of Mother Earth. I'll do, but this one, it's for me. I chose green opal for those purposes. And then the snake skin is about shedding these layers and shedding these aspects of ourselves that are no longer needed, and all the resistance that comes with it. So that was the box. So you can work with the box as soon as you get it, and most of you have it already. And so I suggest that you go ahead now and burn, if you haven't already. I know I've been using mine, your 7 directions wand. And I love this. It's a little hard sometimes getting started. And so I have these are called wind resistant lighters. And I love these because it almost serves like a little torch, and you can really kind of ignite the flames and get things going. So good. So, in setting our space, I offer some to you. And it just smells so good. It has a combination of herbs. It's just amazing. Those who've gone before and those who will go after. And just take a moment to really be in that energy and in that space. There's no rush when you're doing this work and you're calling in sacred space. It's really important that you give yourself the occupancy, to do that calling. So let's see what's going on in the feed. The volume is low. She's saying the volume is low. Let me see. Hold on. Audio. I think it looks good. Does it look good? Right here. Yeah, it's at max, right? This one? I think it's good. You just see Jordan's face. Okay, hold on a second. Properties? Mm-hmm. Where? This?
It'll be right there.
Okay. Yeah. You know, let's just take this one out. Let's take this one out. Pull that one out. I'm going to take off the microphone of the snowball. I think sometimes it's... You got that? Okay. How's the volume now? Nathan, I'm happy you're here. Okay, sounds good for you, Tony. Okay, how's it sound now? Are we even good? Okay. Yes, so... Okay, for those who just joined, yes. Okay, better. This is better. Okay, yeah, that snowball, I think we X'd it. All right, so. So moving forward, like I said, we set our space. I'm going to also spray a little bit of my All Mother spray because it's one of my favorites. It's so good. Mike, one of your crows, one of your spirit totems too? Aw, okay, that's awesome. Okay, now people were saying it was better before. It's a little echoey. Okay, you know what? Let me... Okay. Jordy, grab it one more time, babe. We will get this, you know? I can't wait for the day that we are all together live, just like in person. And this technology can just, you know, take a back seat. Oh my gosh. Yay. So my spray is being used. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, how does that sound? A little bit better? Okay, wait. Just tell me what to do. Girls, your arm. Here's Jordan. Say hi. Wave.
Hi,
everyone. Okay, we're going to get this and then we'll get started. Okay, so, well, this happens, you know. Unfortunately, we can't go to commercial. Okay, here we go. There, right? That's what you want me to do? Okay, perfect. Good now. Oh my gosh. Nathan, we would love to have you. Why haven't you not, I'm going to put you on the spot. Why haven't you joined the sisterhood yet? We're still waiting for you. You need to. We're done with the sisterhood. I mean, enrollment on the 22nd. So just saying, but no pressure. We'd just love to have you. Anyway, my lipstick stained my happy place. It's been one of those days, you know? So let's just take a moment to be here, to be in this space and just... Technical, you know, we just shake it off. I mean, because, you know, that can just frazzle me because I want everything so perfect for you guys. But in this space is perfection. And in this moment is absolutely what it needs to be. And so moving into this, let's talk again about continue the conversation before we call in the directions and get things rolling with the energy. I noticed that when we call it in, we're getting so powerful that the energy is getting really overwhelming. So I really want to, not overwhelming in a bad way, just we really go into almost like a trance state. So we want to use the information we have now before we really get started with the ritual part, the components. So this is going to be the time where we're going to do a powerful shamanic meditation in just a second, a little bit. And this is the time to embrace your fears. This part of the year, okay, we've traversed, we've done the work, we're laying the foundation out, and now we're making the changes that are necessary. We're making the shifting in consciousness that's necessary as we move forward. And it feels really scary, and it feels it just at times, like Christina said, you kind of can go into a depression or feelings of disconnect or feelings of not connecting the way you normally do. And first of all, I want to just say, if it's truly depression, that's something that's not, you're having a hard time shaking, don't wait it out. I would definitely go and seek help, a counselor or somebody or a therapist. Somebody can help you, okay? This is not to take the place of that. But if you know that it's not, you can feel that it's moving and you're in its space, but you're feeling just a little bit down and but the next day you're feeling a little bit better, that type of thing. You know, maybe this little bit ebb and flow. That is normal as long as it doesn't stay very long, okay? So I don't want us to be in that spiraling downward and we keep going downward until it's really intense, right? Because there's a lot of awareness that's happening right now with that type of thing. So I just want to say that, okay, really quickly. But part of this work is a dying. We go through deaths and rebirths. They call it, you know, the 1,000 deaths in one lifetime. So what we're doing is we are cleansing, we are purging, we are releasing and shedding the skin. That's why the snakeskin agate, shedding the skin of what isn't working in our lives anymore. And in doing that, we come to a powerful place where we are brand new, where we are in that space of virtually anything is possible, of magnificence. We kind of like when we're born. And this is what I wanted to talk to you about. When we're born, we come into the world with no set ideals, nothing except for this embodiment and our powerful lungs that scream out in protest, or in just, we get that shock of expansion, right? We all have felt that. We all have gone through birth. We're all, for you wouldn't be here. So we've all gone through that powerful space of making that exhale into the world and claiming our place here. And what we forgot, or what wasn't given to us, maybe it was, but maybe we forgot along the way. Most of us did not receive this. The memo that you are a divine being and the embodiment that you are in is simply a housing, a powerful temple, a powerful vehicle, but that you are a divine being. You are a god, you are a goddess. And we forgot that. Maybe we didn't even know. Maybe that's all new. Maybe that's a new memo. But I'm giving it to you right now. And so what we're doing and what we've been working on is finding that space within us. You know, remembering not only that, but being in that space and claiming it, really embodying it. It's one thing to know something. It's another thing to really infuse your embodiment with that wisdom. Then it's no longer something you know, it's something you are. Okay, so there's a difference. And why we go through these powerful shifts with meditations and we do shamanic work is because we're reclaiming those parts of us that we kind of release as children, as we went into a story and we were being molded and fashioned into who we are today. And we're here, and so we're all here. Everyone is present. So how beautiful is that? We're all present to do this work. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so volume is too low for some people, but definitely try to raise your volume if you can. I have my mic settings as good as they are. Maybe I need to bring it closer to me. It's kind of far away, so maybe that's what it is. Yep, I think the output volume, let me put it higher. Okay, so now I want you to take a moment with all of that information. I want you to just take a moment and just be here with us. Be here in this space. So close your eyes. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as you inhale, I want you to call all of your energy back to you. Hold it. And as you exhale, really, really release any energy that doesn't serve for your highest good. Again, inhale, calling all of your energy back to you. Hold it. And as you release, really empty out your lungs. Really expel any energy. Empty, empty, empty. Once again, release. Just inhale. I want you to close your eyes for a minute. And I want you to find your source of power. Don't make it too complicated. I just want you to feel in your body where it feels the brightest or the lightest for you. It could be your third eye, it could be your crown, your heart, your throat, your belly, your root chakra, between your feet, at the earth star chakras, your hands. Notice where your power is coming from. And just take note of that right now, just for a moment. Got that? Okay. Now I want you to just focus on that power, okay? Throughout this night, throughout this time. Focus on your life force. Focus on all the beautiful things that make you you. Okay? And as we're sitting around in a great big circle, whether we're watching live or recorded afterward, all time is now. And we are all together. Those who will watch even afterwards. Maybe some will find us a couple of months from now, and that this ritual will speak to them. All things are perfect. And we're sitting in this great big circle together, connected. I want you to focus on your heart chakra, the center of your chest. And in this space, I want you to picture your powerful heart energy. View it as a spiral, and it starts to uncoil and get bigger and bigger. So big, in fact, that it surrounds all of your body. Feel it powerful. This part of you is unconditional, absolute, perfect love. This part of you speaks truth when fraudulence is at its highest. This part of you will always show you any deception or anything that isn't in your highest good. You'll feel it here. Feel it now. As this powerful space surrounds all of your body, I want you to extend this energy out of your left side so that the person sitting on your left receives it through their right, and it winds with their beautiful, powerful energy, and they release it through their left, and that person sitting on their left receives it through their right side, and so it goes clockwise in our great big circle. And you will feel the energy coming back to you. Receive it through your right. And notice the colors, the vibrancy, and the power. I want you to do something different this time before we go into calling in the quarters. Remember that magical point inside of you that I said to take notice of? I want you to infuse your new space, this beautiful spiral energy. Send it there. So if it's in your third eye, project it to the spiral. It's in your hands, project it to the spiral, wherever it is. If it's in your back, wherever it is, project it to the spiral. And what you're doing is you're powerfully sharing this magic and strengthening it, this power point. Feel that for a moment. We call to the direction of the east, to the element of air, the powerful mighty winged ones, to the people nations of the east, where the sun rises at the dawning of a new day. To the direction of the east and the watchers of the east, we say, come, be here with us now. And turning our attention and direction to the south, to the element of fire, to the people nations of the south, where the desert winds blow and the heat caresses our faces, to the Kundalini snake, the serpent, who teaches us to shed what doesn't serve. To the watchers of the south, we say, come, be here with us now. We turn our attention and direction to the west, to the element of water, to the people nations of the west, where the sun sets, making love to Pachamama at the end of the day. in this powerful intuition where the water keepers record all life. We call to the watchers of the West and say, come, be here with us now. And turning our hearts and our directions, our focus to the north, to the element of earth, the people nations of the north, where the cold winds blow, where manifestation comes into its full form, where Pachamama resides and holds her power, that we may walk upon her and sustain life from her. To those who have gone before us and those who will walk the earth after us, to the watchers of the north, we say, come, be here with us now. We call to the beloved All-Mother in her many forms and the beloved All-Father in his many forms. We call to the ancient ones. We call to our ancestors, our guides and our guardians. We call to the beloved One Energy as we open up the portal now to surround us, to flow through us, and to anchor us into this time and space, as well as into no time and no space, where there is no beginning or end. We have created this space, the world between worlds, where we may do the sacred work. And as one, we say, it is done, aho, and so it is. And so it is. Okay, so let's get started. How do you feel? Take a breath. Be here. So I wanted to talk to you about moving into this new space. I wanted to talk to you about what it means to really let go of the past. When you really let go of something, you no longer revisit it. When you really shed something or give something away, you no longer go back to it. It is done. It is maybe a memory. It is maybe an echo. It is almost like a lifetime that you only barely get a glimpse of. And so tonight, I really want you and invite you to think about what you're really fully ready to say goodbye to, so that you can say hello to something else. And we're going to use the help of our animal guides and spirits. Why animal? Because they don't get hung up on the humanness of being in this world. They are who they are, unapologetic, without explanation. And we can learn so much from our animal totems. So I want you to think about what you're going to let go of, okay? As the moon starts to wax, what you're going to embody and embrace, but doing it in a way where you are not going to look back. So that means you have to be really serious about your ready to let go of. That means not revisiting the old stuff. That means not paying attention anymore to an old echo, because it's not you. It doesn't even work for you anymore at all. Okay? So I want you to think about that right now. Are you ready? I want you to write it down. What are you letting go of? I now let go completely and fully. Name it. Proclaim it. And it is done. It is so. By your command. Mark this date, because this is going to be a really powerful date of death for you in a lot of ways. You are going to be letting go of a story that was imprinted, you know, like a thumbprint, imprinted on you. That isn't yours. It has nothing to do with you anymore. Don't get too caught up in the wording. Feel it. Feel it. You got it? Now I want you to write. And the reason I want you to write it, because there's something about seeding it into the unconscious part of the mind when we see it. Okay? So this is the next part. The powerful component of that is, I now claim and command my life to be. Fill it in. I now embody. What do you embody? Embody means to take within. It's not about knowing something. It's about being something. And what we're doing tonight is we're creating a powerful foundation for other work like this. This is not the only thing that you will be letting go of as you move on this journey, on this path. But you are establishing a true foundation of what it means to let go of something. It isn't just we write something down on a piece of paper and we burn it, and then we revisit that same thing a couple of months down the road when we have a challenge. It is really saying goodbye for good. Okay? It is really giving ourselves the permission and the power with no more excuses. Because if something has been holding you in a pattern and a state that does not work for you, there is no reason to hold on to it any longer. Unless you like being in that space. And I don't think you do. Do you? I don't think so. Okay. So now I want you to put everything that you've been writing with down. Your phone, your whatever. Put it down. And I want you to be in this space with me right now. We're clearing. I can feel it. I'm going to sneeze. That's the sign. Excuse me. Excuse me. For my old days of working with clearing SRT, I would always sneeze. That was my indicator that we're working with some clearing things. Okay. So now, if you have an animal totem, I want you just to think about them and invite them to you. But also be open to something new coming your way. Okay? Maybe a new animal totem, or maybe an assistant for this work that you'll be doing. So I want you to close your eyes now. Just take a couple deep breaths. Nothing too forced, just deeper than you normally breathe when you're relaxing. Long, deep breaths. Just a little bit deeper than you normally do. Okay? I want you to focus on your belly, your solar plexus area, your will, your power. I want you to just focus there right now and notice the color of your solar plexus. Is it illuminating? Is it as brighter than the sun? Is it a little bit dull? Take notice of it, and I want you to fuel it with the most powerful flame you can think of, that you can invoke and invite. See your solar plexus getting hugely bright. So bright you can barely see it. I mean, as far as look at it, it is so bright. See it like a powerful consuming fire that can transcend, transmute, powerfully shift anything in an instant. This is your powerful will, and through your will, anything can be done. This is your magic. Here is a powerful house of magnanimity. And in this space, we can rebirth ourselves. So I want you to feel it, even if you have to press against that solar plexus, really feel it vibrating and pulsing, giving you permission to make the changes that you need, and be there. Be there. Now with your attention drop down into that space, I want you to picture a huge consuming fire. Feel it on your face, whipping around you. Hotter than the hottest day you may experience this year. Notice the shifting of the energy around you, the crackling of the heat. Step through the fire. Don't be afraid. Step through it. And as you're in that flame, as you're there being consumed, all parts that are not for your highest good, see them being burned away, whisked to ash. As you're standing in that flame, notice with powerful eyes, eyes ancient and timeless that are yours. See through the flame, and on the other side of it stands your power totem, your powerful animal. Lock eyes with your powerful animal as you're still standing in the flame. They are not in the flame, they are on the other side, holding you in a powerful space. Be there now. Do not be consumed by the fire, but almost. Locking eyes with your powerful animal totem. Step through the flame now, fully bathed in newness. Your animal totem comes to you and greets you. Through their eyes, see yourself. Your vision changes now, where you are now looking through. You're looking through them. Who are you? What have you embodied? Become one with your animal totem. The animal totem steps into your space as you step into it, uniting as one. And take a moment to be here. And now that we continue this journey, united as one, I want you to walk down a path where your animal totem came from. You notice that there is a path up ahead. It feels very windy. It feels like it's thick of vines, but there's space for you to walk. It may be a little uneven on even some parts of this path, but you can still walk it. And you walk it with confidence. There isn't an attachment. You're simply walking this path, knowing that where you're going to go is absolutely where you need to be. The path is very narrow. It's just enough room for you. And you see an opening up ahead that is just room enough for you to squeeze through. Come through. Before you go through this opening, I want you to take a moment. I want you to take a moment to think about what you're ready to embody. Now step through this opening. Move through this opening. What stands before you? What is before you now? This is the newness, the rebirth that you have allowed yourself to come into. From this point, we do not go back to the flame. We are the flame. We do not need to make a return to where we once were, because there is nothing behind us. It falls away and blows away like ash. See it blowing away. To now you are standing all around you in this newness. Be here in this powerful space, knowing from this point, you create your life exactly from an empowered space. As we will it, it is so, and by our command, it is done. By your command, it is done. Take a moment to be in your solar plexus again. As you breathe in this newness, coming back into your body with a new consciousness. I want you to move about your body, move your ankles, your legs, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Did you get anything? How do you feel? Did you get anything? I'm sure you did. And there you are. At any moment, any time, we can rebirth ourselves, but there's something about doing it on certain portal and powerful gateways. They become very effective for us. And we don't have to have anyone's permission to decide the way our life is going to be. It's ours. This is our time. The work you have been doing has led you to this moment, to led you to these points where you get to decide. Okay? So take a moment to write down if you need to. Take a moment to just be in this space. Okay, so did anybody get new power animals? What did you see when you went through that opening as you were squeezing through that powerful birth canal? How was that for you? You may want to do it again if you need to. I love that. That's why this is recorded. You can do it again. But here's the thing. You're establishing a very powerful foundation, like I said, like I mentioned before. And in doing so, you're going to be able to notice when you really shed and make changes that there are going to be changes that will stay with you. There are going to be changes that you may have to adopt, maybe new patterns of thinking to hold this new space, or adopt new patterns of discipline or habits. But that's easy. Give yourself 21 days to do that, and you'll have that done, right? They always say it takes 21 days to make a habit. Retrain your mind. In 21 days, you can do this, okay? It's not complicated. It is not complicated. We complicate it because we attach belief systems that things are hard, they take time, and we need somebody else to tell us how to do it. Those days are gone, right? We may have guides and certain teachers, but the true experience comes within you. I can say, see this, but your vision may have taken a whole other direction. Or you saw what it is you were supposed to see in whatever form. That's up to you. And so that's where the magic is. You decide exactly. And it's absolutely perfection. And it's time to start believing that. I love that. I love that. Selena said she was morphine and ended up a lion. Oh, Mike says Brother Jaguar came to him. Oh, I love it. I love it. Crystal Ray said, joined one of her animal totems, the Black Panther. I love the Black Panther. I have an animal totem with a Black Panther too. I love that. It's very sacred, very powerful. So there you are. There you are. So I want you to keep journeying with this. I want you to keep adopting a newness, okay? So whatever it is that you're wanting to shift, you adopt the newness. Do it again for something different in a month's time. But really give yourself that space. And this moment forward, so as you're going now into the waxing moon, I want you to do a ritual where you are embodying and seeding and fueling what your vision is for your life regarding this change you just made. Okay, so here you are in this new powered space. What are you going to do with it? It's up to you. What are you going to do with it? So I really want you to be clear tonight. Okay, tonight, do this work. Be clear about your vision for yourself. Okay, what is it that you are now going into, moving into, that you've stepped into? This is your embodiment, and I want you, over the course of however long you feel, at least 6 days. Especially, we have our candles for those who have the moon box. Inscribe it, symbolize it, however you want to do, sigilize it. And see it sitting there with the flame, thinking about the powerful transformation you went through and what you're now invoking in your life. Okay? I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so any questions? Make sure that you can, if you're on the Moon Alchemy group, you can ask there. If you're in the Sisterhood group, you can ask there, wherever you feel guided. This is so good. I love this. Okay, so now, like I said, you're going to do that work. I really want you to start to put maybe even things to reference, visuals up for yourself, okay? You know how people love doing the vision boards? Do something, have something, change your altar up. If you've had it a certain way, or your certain sacred space or your meditative space, change it up, okay? Take it off. Sit with the blank space, if you have that, and ask what's needed now. Shift things. Act like this is new. So because it is new. And so you're not the same person, so do some things that are different. Change up some of your routine, okay? That is a powerful homework assignment, because when you start shifting certain things, the brain starts to go, oh, wait, we're not doing things the same way we used to. We need to start maybe repatterning our thinking, or repatterning the way that we do our lives, right? We're repatterning a lot. So this is really important to really bring in that newness. Okay? So now, just take a moment as we close our eyes again to be here. I want you to take that powerful magic that you charge, that power that you shared with the spiral. Feel it even more charged than it was before. And take it back to that place in your body from where you shared it from. And with this space still powerfully charged, let's send love, support, and energy to each person in this circle. live or recordedly watching this, you will have the support and the strength and the courage and the commitment to yourself to make the changes that you need to support the newness that you gave birth to tonight, or that gave birth to you, however you want to see it. Okay, so feel that support now being given to you so freely, deeply unlimited. Okay? Knowing that you are a powerful being. It's time to let go of playing small. To our ancestors, our guides, our guardians, to those who have come before and those who go after, to the beloved All-Mother and the beloved All-Father, to Divine One Energy, we say thank you for being here with us. To the direction of the north, the element of earth, beloved Pachamama, thank you for being here with us. To the direction of the west, element of water, thank you for being here with us. To the direction of the south, element of fire, thank you for being here with us. To the direction of the east, element of air, thank you for being here with us. Now release the energy through your right. Watch it uncoil, going around and around in this great big circle. Uncoiling, unwinding, unwinding, until it comes back to you on your left side. Your spiral's still extended. We call the one energy to cleanse our fields now. All that we've shed, sending it to beloved Pachamama, the great recycler, that she will do with the energy as she needs and sees fit. Turning hands, seeing your feet rooted into the earth, through your lower back. Imagine a powerful root extending down through your tailbone, down through your root chakra to the center of the earth. Ground as much as you need. Stay here for as long as you need. Make sure you eat something. Closing the portal to one. Closing and calling in the Divine One energy now. And we also spiral in our heart chakra space. Spiraling it, making it smaller until it's contained to once again concentrated in your heart space. We say, it is done. The goddess loves her children. And it is so. So many blessings to each one of you. Thank you for being part of the Shakti Spiral this evening. And remember, deadline to join the sisterhood is September 22nd. Other than that, you'll have to wait till next year. Thank you for being part of this magical evening. And remember, you can order your Under a Magical Moon boxes on oneascension.com under Magical Moon. If you're not part of the Moon Alchemy group on Facebook, it is free to join. We would love to have you, so just request to join there. And we will see each other again next month. So much love. Mwah.